Hey guys, what's going on? Moo here. We are back with the real episode 5 of QM on Hardcore. So, first things first, I have the book opened up to the storage page because we're going to be doing a lot that's focused on storage today. We're going to get the chests done, we're going to get the we're going to get the furnace done, and then we're also going to start getting into the better barrels from Java. So I don't expect to be able to complete at least that line, but we can at least potentially get all the way from just standard better barrels through the tier 5s, the hammer, the dolly, and hopefully all of the uh, stack increase upgrades and stuff like that. I will also go ahead and state now that the farming with agricraft line I will more than likely take care of most of this one off cam just because it is a fairly boring quest line. Like the only thing that's probably even worth doing at least on cam, well at least getting the the crop sticks, then the analyzer, the book, and the shears or the clippers. But everything else, it's gonna involve using, like for instance, I have to use the different ores in order to get the ore seeds. Then all of the crop ones, I technically already have them all. Only one I don't have is gonna be a niter. And then when it comes to the different dyes, it's gonna be using it utilizes using the different dyes in order to make the dyes and so on and so forth, and it's completely explained whenever you go into the quest. So like if you were to look down here to pick one, it's literally using a sugarcane seed and a pumpkin seed in order to get the poppy seeds, and so on and so forth. So if we go to the orange one, which is the red tulip, you're using the poppy and the allium seed in order to get the red tulip seed. So it's basically uh, cross breeding all of the seeds in order to get the ones that you actually need. So I'll go ahead and at least take care of that one off cam. And plus, it's also the best way to do it is also to get the seeds to their 10-10-10 level in order to best utilize the crossbreeding method. Because if you just do it from a 1-1-1 standard, then it's going to take you hours upon hours just trying to do it. The very first time I played this pack, I did not understand that, and it literally took me absolutely forever. So that lesson was learned, and ever since then, every time I've played the pack, I have made sure to utilize all the C's being a 10-10-10 in order to actually continue through. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start taking care of the furnace, or the chest. So we've already made it to gold. Uh, he was using the gold one over at the smelter. I've been using the gold to hold a bunch of the blocks and stuff like that from uh, everything I've already had. So next thing is to get the diamond chest. We're going to make sure that the quests actually do update because if they don't update and I proceed to go through, then I have to redo everything and that's going to be a pain. So there's the obsidian chest. And there's the crystal chest. And with that, I will run out here real quick and drop that down. And boom, we have our crystal chest. I'm going to throw those gears back in there. I'm going to check something real quick because I did have this issue in the last episode where the um recording grabbed in a different way, and it looks like I can't physically see it. That kind of irks me slightly. Okay, so I'm gonna end the recording real quick and just check to see if it captured correctly or not. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and it looks like the first part of the episode I did actually record correctly, which does make me happy because now I don't have to potentially worry about it too much, so we can get on with trying to set up the furnace. So there's the gold furnace. There's the diamond furnace. There's the obsidian furnace. And finally, the crystal furnace. Awesome. And we've already gotten the oak drawer thing already situated. I can even go into the strong boxes. The strong box is going to be a bit more difficult to do, so that'll be for a later time. And we can also get into the actual drawer system, because that'll actually help me out just a little bit more with inventory management, in certain situations at least. The only issue is that in order to do the whole drawer system thing, it is an absolute pain in the ass. And I will not exaggerate this anyway whatsoever. I'll even show you real quick. So if I go into the drawers, so the drawer controller is 5 stone, a diamond, any kind of drawer of your choosing, but then you also get these controller circuit and the wait, is it the controller circuit? Yeah, controller circuit and the quick sort module. Quick sort module involves getting some redstone, some lapis, you need the gold plate gear, you need a blank module, you need the diamond gear. Diamond gear, we will need to get a gold gear and the diamond bore heads, which is going to be a bunch of steel and a diamond block. That part's not too difficult, but it can be a little bit strenuous. Then we have the blank module, which is not that difficult at all. It's literally 2 redstone, a gold nugget, 2 pieces of paper. Uh, Not that one. Then the gold plate gear. This is where we're gonna need some of those casts that I mentioned a couple episodes ago, where we actually will be using casts in order to craft things. One of the main ones will be using the large plate casts, and yeah. And then we also need the 10 gear bushing, which is just a bunch of 10. That's not the difficult part. And if I'm not mistaken, this one's not the difficult part either. Yeah, it's not. So we need some red wool, some redstone, lapis, gold, a glue ball, or a congealed blood, or a slime ball. Any of those will work. And the redstone repeater. That's simple enough. And then you get all that together and you get the drawer controller. Drawer controller is not that hard. The harder one is the compacting drawers. And the thing is that you want the compacting drawers for the ores, like your iron, your gold, your diamonds, uh, the 10, silver, all those. You want the compacting drawers for those. Well, first things you're seeing, it didn't look too bad. You got the Invar gear, you got the 5 stone. Okay, that's not too hard. Obviously, the recipe has been changed. The hard part is when you get to these. So the controller slave will be machine frames, the world integration upgrade, which we used for setting up the cobble lava generator for the sieving and stuff like that. And the repeater, obviously, but we're also going to need drawer controllers. So in order to get it's originally 14 when you're sieving through all the gravel. So for the 13, No. Yeah. So for the 13 that you need to do, you need to craft 13 drawer controllers. Then you get the speed upgrades. Those aren't too bad. The more difficult part is literally the emeralds. I got plenty of emeralds, so we're good there. Then you get the item allocator. Okay. Doesn't look too bad at the beginning. You got your 10 gears, your copper gears, you got your hopper. Hopper's going to be a bit of a challenge, but it's super, super easy. Sorry, I let my dog out and he went back in. But then we get into the pneumatic servo. The pneumatic servo is going to be the more difficult part. Because you're going to have to get the reinforced thrusters, you're going to have to get the iron chip set, and you're also going to have to get the redstone comp chip set. And we're going to have to do the whole assembly table setup in order for that to even happen. So for the meantime, that part of the line is going to be, we're not touching it. I will, however, grab those real quick, because then I can set the final one up for these. So whenever I did the ores for all the crop seeds and stuff finished, this is where it's gonna go. So this is what I was talking about earlier in one of the episodes where I said I need to start saving some of the ore blocks. So that part's done. Go ahead and break that up. Okay. Alright, so I mentioned how we're gonna go ahead and get into the job on the barrels. So we're gonna try to get goal-wise, I want to try to get through at least the storage upgrade 81. If I can go further, awesome. If not, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. But that will be part of the goal. I do already have some of the crafting recipes already set up, so that is also why I have more crafting stations. So I can get some stuff set up, and then I can continue further down the line. Now, I'm gonna have to probably make some more of the better barrels. If I'm not mistaken, we'll see. But that will at least complete the regular better barrel. We will be getting the B space upgrade. And we can continue on with the rest of it. Don't know why that decided to double click into that. Okay. One sec. I think brain is going backwards. Yeah, I forgot this line is actually a little set up a little backwards. So give me 1 second. I need these first. It's just paper and some slime. Okay. I do not. I need the dirt, technically, in case I decide to expand out even more than what I've already done. Cobble and granite, I don't really care too much for. Okay, so brain is literally not braining because there's two of them there and I keep forgetting which one I need. Oh, you took the storage upgrades. I just make paper for no reason. I did. Ah, okay. That's cool. Food prep, put the sugar back in there. We will put the paper in there because I'm pretty sure I'll use the paper for something else later on down the line. This is where I need the gears back. So give me the gears. And then we're gonna have to make some more pistons because I have 64 pistons. I need more. So, crap, I forgot they only stack in 16. Alright, so we need to make 36 pistons. And just so we can make the exact amount, I will leave that recipe there for later. Because I'm going to need a lot more pistons anyway. Okay, so there is the ungodly amount of the storage upgrades. Plus, I think I'm going to have to make more anyway. So I only need to make at least one more for now to get through the MKs 1 through 5. But the ones that I originally made for this is to get to the 3, 9, 27, 81. So that will actually be for that quest. It's backwards, unfortunately. So I need to make one more. So we need two more pistons. And I need one more of the better barrels. So I need another chest, a slab, and a bunch of logs. So give me that slab. I need a chest. Go. That there. There's our storage. So now we come over here. We put the storage in the center one. And we need the wood. Double check it claimed. Cool. Where'd it go? And we need the iron. gold. Diamonds. And finally, the obsidian. Boom. Cool. We got all those. Next is the barrel hammer. Yeah. Bunch of iron and sticks. Cool. And then we're also going to need to make the dolly, which is iron and a wood. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Then we need a wood. We need 2 sticks. There's the dolly. We have to make the helmet, but we have to interrupt the helmet with some sticks. There's the barrel hammer. The dolly will be good too, because we can use that to move the drawers and stuff around too. Alright. Now we go into the 3, 9, 27, and 81. So we are going to complete at least what I wanted to complete. So that is good. I keep hitting the ear pistons at the moment. Okay, so for the 3, we need to turn all of these into 3. That leaves 1 left over. Why does that leave 1 left over? I should... Wait, it's 27. I made 1 extra. So my original number was correct. I made an extra one when I didn't need to make an extra one. That's my bad. That's for not remembering how I set my own stuff up. So there's the 3. The 3 is good. Then we have to make the 9. And it's just full progression. Just double check to make sure it claimed through. Make the 27. And then we make the 81. Boom. So we got all those done. Cool. The big question is, what deal? That's not you. No, that's not you. Was it you? It was you. Okay, so pistons in the hopper. Pistons with redstone. I don't need the B space. Pistons with an obsidian block. Those weren't the only ones, were they? Oh, and then the other 2 types. So I'll at least utilize some paper there, I think. Oh. A hopper with some wood. And a redstone with some wood. Okay, so I need 1 redstone, 2 hoppers, a redstone block, an obsidian block. Right? Throw you up there. There's no need for y'all, so we're gonna clear up my actual hotbar for a minute. Brain, start thinking. Okay, so for find, we need a redstone block. We need a redstone. We need an obsidian block. We're gonna have to make some hoppers. Not too bad. You know what? I'm going to use a small fun little recipe that was added in here. I got 4 chests. checking. I need to make the iron chest, which is copper than iron. Yeah, there's the 2 hoppers I need. So that should be at least all that stuff. And then I need to make a bunch more pistons. I don't remember how many pistons I need, so we're going to start with 8. Yes. And then y'all took wood both times? Yes. Ah. So I need 8 planks. Okay, so there's that, that. I used up both my hoppers to make the hopper upgrade. Damn it! Okay, now I gotta make another hopper. Good thing I got another chest, right? That's just me not paying attention to how I did things. Okay, so I created you, but I need to create you. And I need to create you. That's the entire line, right? Yep, cool. That leads us into the diamond dolly. I think before I even look at the diamond dolly, I think it was the dolly and like 5 diamond blocks. If I remember that correctly. And I'm probably not remembering that correctly. Okay, no, it's just 3 diamonds. Okay, that's 100% more manageable. And look at that, we can actually complete the entire line, because then we get to the B space tuning fork, and I think that's actually where we're going to use that B space too. Nope, never mind, it's just using an ender pearl. Luckily, I've been planting and collecting through those ender lilies, so I now have an excess of ender pearls. Any one more? Awesome. So there we go, we got through all of Java. I'm actually kind of proud of that. I did not think I would actually make it through in this episode. But that is a lot of crap, and I have a lot of stuff that I need to claim. But what I was talking about for the ender lilies is they do grow up. They take a bit. So, like for instance, I've had the world. I'll be honest. Since the ending of like episode 3, I've been leaving the world running for like days on end. Yes. Just because it helps produce a whole lot more resources through the sieving, and the ender lilies will literally take roughly 12 hours or so maybe 16, just depending on how fast they want to go, because like that one's not even matured yet. But all the other ones are mature. Well, that one's not matured either. But, like those three are matured. Those three, that one still needs to be matured. That entire row is matured except for that one. So it takes a while for them to mature. And there's 16 of them now because there was 15, but you have the occasional chance, like it's super, super low. It's like probably less than like a percent, that whenever you break an ender lily that has been fully developed, that it will drop an extra lily. So, yeah, kind of got lucky with one of them at the moment. So I get a full stack of ender pearls now every time I go to harvest them. And I don't have to worry about going around trying to find a bunch of endermen. But that is going to go ahead and do it for the episode. We did accomplish a fair bit amount in terms of quests. Uh, so I hope you did enjoy the episode. If you did, please be sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, put them down in the comment section below. I will check those out. And as a small little thing on my end, if you happen to watch this and you decide that you don't actually like the episode or you don't like anything, let me know. I personally kind of want to know. Like, it has nothing to do with trying to. Do I want the personal? I don't need the personal because I'm playing by myself. But I just want to know, just in case I don't know like what's going on, like if I'm doing something wrong, or if you see something that I'm doing that you think could be a whole lot better, just let me know. Perfectly fine. I'm probably about to have full inventory, so I can't keep claiming. I'm getting close on a full inventory. Toss y'all in there. We'll toss you in there for the moment until I take you over there. Ores need to go in there. So miscellaneous crap. I forgot I got an obsidian tile for that. Still have a chest. Do have a chest. Getaway spot. And we're gonna throw all of you in here. Because the only thing I have a real need for is gonna be the dolly. Slammed the door in my face. And now we get a bronze. I haven't done bronze yet. But yeah, like if you're seeing something that I'm doing like wrong or I could do a whole lot better, let me know. And you never know. I might actually make a difference. So just thought I would say that. Poor iron ore or iron wood plank or wood planks. Huh. Let's take the 3 nuggets times 64. I think it's 3 nuggets. I don't remember. I want a button or a stick. I want a stick. Give me that stick. I'll take that stick. I'll take more sticks. These all sticks. There are sticks. Crop stick. Cool. Give me that crop stick. I don't want a big button. That means I don't have to do a crafting recipe at the very beginning for the crop sticks. I just get them. Do I want a piston or a hopper? I want a hopper. I'll take the piston. I'll take the piston. We'll do oak. Is that jungle? Oh, I gotta like jungle. Jungle is... It's not my least favorite, but it's one of my least favorites. I'm taking those treated wood planks. Another jungle. No, that's Acacia. Acacia's okay. Ooh, more diamond ore. Sweet. Sorry, I got the squirrels now. And then... I clicked on farming with AgriCraft. There we go. So it looks like it didn't even accept those crop sticks. Oh, I need 64. Okay, I still got craft. I got 12 to start with. That's cool. But again, as I was saying, if fuck, one of you's a giant, isn't it? Chance cube, giant chance cube. Okay, so as I mentioned with the icosahedrons, if I make it to the end of this, I will break some of those. These three giant chance cubes that I just got, I'll do the same thing. We're gonna try to break the world if I can complete all three of the books. Like that's just gonna be a given now. That's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be our ultimate. That is the goal we are striving for the end of this series is to break the world. That's what we're doing. I'm scared for my laptop. But back to everything. So if you like the episode, please leave a like, give a comment down if you have any comments or questions or concerns or anything like that. If you're new to the channel, you want to see future episodes, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that kind of good stuff. And I will see y'all in my next upload. Later, guys.